Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a video sharing 15 planner hacks, and I actually have them in 3 different categories. So the first category is productivity hacks, and then the second category is how to keep things neat in your planner, and then the last 5 tips are just general like miscellaneous fun tips. This might be good for beginners, people that have just come into the planner community, or even if you've been here for a while, you might pick up a tip or two that you never heard of. First, I'm going to start with my productivity tips. The first planning hack that I have for you is to have planning routines in place. These help me so much. I have monthly routines, weekly routines, and daily routines. This just makes it number one, easy for me to plan my months and weeks and days because it's already set up. So all I have to do is follow these things as I'm planning. And because I already have it mapped out here, it's pretty quick and easy. Number two, it makes sure that nothing falls through the cracks. Everything here on my routines has the main things that I do. And then number three, I can balance the workload. I can spread it out. That way it's not clumped all together where one week is more stressful than another week. So that's why planning routines is like probably my number one tip / hack for planning. The second planning productivity hack that I have to share is utilizing brain dumps. Brain dumps are so important to my planning. When you have so many things going on with work and family, you can't remember everything. So I always make a point of writing it down. So my different brain dumps is number one in my planner. So I do use daily inserts, and on the back of my daily inserts, I have a notes page. And whenever anything comes up and I need to write it down, I just flip to the back page and write it down. On my phone, right in the notes app, I have a brain dump note right there. And here is where I put things. If my planner is not next to me, then I quickly just type it here in my notes app. And then if I can't write in my planner or my iPad, I can't type in my notes app, then I use my voice memos. So this is mainly when I'm like driving around, and obviously I can't write anything down while I'm driving, but I don't want to forget whatever like popped into my mind. Then I open up my voice memos app and I record a note. And then lastly, I use my camera as a brain dump. What I do is if I'm like scrolling online or if I see something out and about, then I take a picture of it and then I favorite it. And so it goes into my favorites album. And then what I do is I go back and look in here for the things that I saved. So the trick for having so many brain dumps is checking them. Part of my daily planning routine is to check them. So check the brain dumps, check the screenshots, check the voice memos. So my third planning productivity hack is task cards. I love using task cards for listing out recurring tasks that I do either like on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, so I don't have to write it over and over again, and it saves space. So for example, here's my daily plan for today, and here I have admin. Here is my admin task card and all the things I do for admin work. So instead of having to rewrite these every single day or week, I have it here on a card and I just have to write admin here, and then I keep the card right here, and then I know what I have to do without having to write it all out over and over again. I keep them here. I have them double-sided. I have some more here in the back as well. My fourth planning productivity hack is my daily dashboard, which you can make out of anything. I just use a pocket page from Catspresso, which has a smaller business card size pocket here and then a bigger pocket here. I really like this daily dashboard to hold my task cards, a monthly overview to note certain things that I'm focusing on the month, but also I like that it's clear because this insert here is part of my daily dashboard, and this is just a monthly like tracker, and I use this for tracking different habits I'm trying to be consistent on and also my moods. And so I like seeing it right through this clear pocket page, so it reminds me of my habits I'm trying to form and the tracking that I'm trying to do. And then the fifth and final tip I have for planning productivity hacks is to time batch your work. So if you can see here, I have some highlights that break up my day, and these highlights are natural breaks in my day. So I plan my tasks in between because number one, it allows me to batch my work like similar tasks together, so I stay focused during that time frame, and then I take a natural break and then reset my mind for the next set of tasks. It's been so helpful in my productivity, but also so helpful in making sure that I'm taking breaks throughout the day. Okay, so my next set of planning hacks have to do with how to keep your planner nice and neat and tidy. And I know this isn't a priority for some of you, but for some of you who might be like me, I just like things really neat and nice as much as possible. But also, even if you don't care about being messy, you still might find a couple of useful tips. So my first tip for keeping things nice in my planner is pre-planning, to kind of lay things out first before committing to it in your main planner. So this is an example of how I pre-planned April. Here's a bonus tip for you guys. I actually use removable stickers, and I can easily move it around and rearrange it. And then I put it here in my planner. I like work out the kinks here, rearrange things, and once I have it how I like it, then I move that information to here. My second planning hack for keeping things nice and neat in your planner are Frixion pens. I don't like scribbling in my planner. I don't like using whiteout. And so the Frixion pen is perfect because if I'm writing something and I mess up, then it erases so well. That said, there are times that I do need to use a whiteout of some sort. So my third planning hack when it comes to keeping things neat in your planner is using either, I call them whiteout stickers or whiteout tape. There are times where I need to use some whiteout. So for example, here, I like using this instead of the correction tape because the correction tape, number one, sometimes has like a yellow tint to it, so it stands out a lot on the page. But also number two, when I write on correction tape, sometimes it messes up the tape so it's all bumpy or what have you. So I prefer using this adhesive tape, and when you write on it, it writes so well. But I can't carry this around in my planners, so I also have these whiteout stickers, and they're really thin for small text. So that's kind of a little bit extreme, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So my fourth planning hack when it comes to keeping your planner nice and neat is Undu. I don't use this all the time, but I always have it on hand for when I do need it. This is a very small sticker. I could probably take it off super easily, just trying to peel it off carefully. But sometimes if you have a bigger sticker, like a full box or something like that, like these stickers here, those are very hard to peel off without either ripping the sticker or ripping the insert. So that's where Undu comes in. So I'm going to show you an example on this one just to make it quick and easy. But basically, it's just this solution. I heard about it years ago, and I always keep it on hand just in case. So you just let a few drops go into this little like spatula type thing. You let it drip over the sticker, and then you use the spatula to pick up the sticker like that. And then once the sticker dries and once the insert dries, this sticker won't lose any of its adhesive, and the insert, once it's dry, doesn't look like anything was there at all. So my fifth planning hack on how to keep your planner nice and neat is what I like to call planner surgery. So for example, you can't see it here because I wrote over it. I tried to get a little artsy and make like a little bow banner. It looked horrible, so I wanted to cover it up. I had some extra sheets from pages I actually tore out of here because I was doing planner surgery. But even if you don't want to tear out any pages, you can use some of these notes pages here in the back. Just cut off a little piece, and all I did was cut the size I needed. I glued it over, and then I just wrote over it, and you can barely tell that I did anything there. Okay, so these are my final 5 planning hacks, and they're just miscellaneous hacks. Number 1, people wonder what kind of hole punch I use that allows me to do this. There's not any special hole punch. All I do is hole punch with my regular 6-hole puncher, and then I use my scissors to cut little slits in each hole. And that allows me to take out inserts and put them in quick and easy without having to open the rings, and I can easily take out the page and write here, which obviously makes it much easier to write on your insert. So the second planner hack I have in this general category is this clean color dot marker. So on one side is just like a regular marker, but on the other side is this rounded kind of marker which can make these dots. If you do like a light pressure, you could do a small dot. If you do like medium pressure, you could do a medium dot, or if you do a lot of pressure, you could do a larger dot. Really useful if you have a lot of like color coding to do and you don't want to use so many stickers on your spread. My third planner hack for the general category are highlighter strips. If you don't have an extra pen loop or you can't carry extra highlighters around with you, you can just tuck this into one of the pockets and you have a on-the-go highlighter with you. My fourth planner hack in this general category are card skins for when I need to put my debit and credit cards and driver's licenses stuff in my planner pockets, because oftentimes the colors on the card, like if it has reds and blues and stuff like that, don't match the aesthetic of my planner, and for some people that's perfectly fine. For people that like to keep a certain kind of look in their planner or don't really like certain colors, that's where card skins come in. So not only is it functional, but these just make your pockets look super cute as well. Okay, and then my fifth planner hack for this general category and my last planner hack for this video is for when you're cutting printable inserts. So basically, I use a guillotine style paper cutter, which means it has this. And so when you have some downloads and you have crop marks, sometimes it's really hard to see that when you're putting it through the paper cutter. So like here, I kind of have to guess where this line is in relation to where the blade's gonna cut it. So a way I found to work around that is to get some kind of light, like a book light. Your phone light will work as well. And the shadow that shows through is right where the blade is gonna cut, right here. So if you match up that line with that shadow and make sure it lines up at the top and the bottom, and then as you can see here, I cut right on the line. Okay, so before I end, I wanted to come back to this insert that I used Undu on, and I wanted to show you guys the insert has dried. There's no residue, there's no marks. It's like I never had a sticker there. And here's the sticker. As you can see, it's still super sticky. All the adhesive is still there, and then I could move it wherever I want on my page, and is completely reusable. So yeah, that's it. Those are all the planning hacks I have for you guys. If you guys have any planning hacks, please share your planning hacks in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, picked up a few tips for your own planning. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.